Hey guys, I just wanted to record a quick video to let you know that it's okay to not have everything figured out in the beginning. I'm running a startup launch platform called Tiny Launch, and when I launched it, it was really just a rough MVP with the most basic functionality, which is very different from my previous startups where I tried to bring it to a state that's polished and that I'm really proud of before I launch. For example, RenderLab took a whole year to develop before I showed it to someone, but with RenderLab it took me a whole year to realize that it was not something that people are really excited about and that I could build a business upon. While with Tiny Launch, even though I just had a rough MVP, I could quickly validate my idea and see that there's actual interest. So recently I revamped the Tiny Launch dashboard to be more user-friendly, to work better, and to just look better in my opinion. So in front of me I have the Tiny Launch dashboard before the revamp, and as you can see, the user has to make a profile here, and when he saves it, he stays on the same page and he has to figure out that he has to click My Startups here, but if he didn't make a Maker profile yet, he cannot go to My Startups. By the way, ignore these test startups that I created. This is just for me, they're not going live. Yeah, and basically this just grew into some kind of monstrosity over time. I mean, while I have my startups here, I also added a launch support tracker to help people support other launches and get supported back and improve their chances at a successful launch. And I also added self-service badges that people could download and add to their own landing page. I didn't put a lot of thought into the UI. I just found this UI component where you can have tabs like this, and then I added the startups here, and then I added more features over time. So I just added them up here, but there's no real reason to have the badges here on top of the startups. It was just like quick fix upon quick fix. So I wanted to set out to fix all of that. But the main point of this video is that even though this is not a good UI and I didn't put a lot of thought into it and it was just barely functional, I still made over $9,500 with Tiny Launch. So what I'm saying is, don't stress too much about making your first version great. It's important that you get it out there and you see if people are generally interested and people are using it and people are willing to pay money. And then if you see, okay, this is getting somewhere, you can work on improving the website and making it more user-friendly and organizing it and making it easier to use and all of that kind of stuff. It's all great, and I'm really happy that I took that step now, but it would have been such a waste to do all of that from the beginning and then see that nobody is signing up and I just wasted all of my time. I made that mistake 5 times in the past where I fully developed 5 different products that all failed and had basically 0 users. So I'm not saying design is not important, usability is not important, but I'm saying is just get it out there, just launch it, just let people use it, and then if people really enjoy it, then you can put time into like a revamp. So that's what I'm gonna show you now. I revamped the Tiny Launch dashboard. So in the new dashboard, I tried to make things as easy as possible. So no matter where the user goes, you know, this is the profile page that automatically opens because users have to create a profile before they can visit other pages. But if they try to access the analytics right now, even if they know the URL, they just get redirected to the Maker profile to kind of force them to do it. If they try to switch themselves, then there's gonna be an error message telling them to create the Maker profile. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And as you can see, now we're gonna be redirected directly to the startups, and also the analytics and the badges have been unlocked. This is something that I've learned from user feedback. Before, when they set up their Maker profile and they hit save, they didn't know where to go next. So now, after first setting up the Maker profile, we're just sending the user straight to the startups, and here's another call to action to create a startup, and then there should be no further issue. Of course, if they want to go back and they change something and they add their last name, for example, and save it, then we're not gonna send the user back to the startups because he's already familiar with how it works. So now he can stay here and yeah, go wherever he wants next. Another major issue that founders faced when using the interface here is that they created their startup, but they didn't schedule a launch because they thought they're done and they didn't even realize there was a launch button. So I've also tried to make this step easier for them. So now when they create a new startup and they hit create, then they are basically redirected to the launch scheduling page right away, because usually when people create a startup, they will want to actually launch it and not just create it in the system and then leave. So now the schedule launch page automatically opens, but if the user cancels, then he can still find the launch button here and get right back to it. I got so many dead startups in my system of just submitted startups that didn't schedule a launch. I had to send out emails to hundreds of people to basically hit the launch button. So this simple fix seriously increased increase the number of startups launching on my platform. Users have also been asking about analytics for their launches for a long time. So now I've implemented that. I added all of these startups in the very beginning so they didn't get that many upvotes or visits. But just to show you, you can see your total upvotes and your website visits. And if you open one of the startups, you can see how many upvotes you got over time and how many visits to your website you got over time. And lastly, I moved the badges to the sidebar here, just so they're very easy to find. Compared to the old UI, it's now very obvious where people can find their badges. I also invested quite a bit of time to make this mobile friendly. So here you can see the badges in the mobile view, and we have like a bottom dock with all the sidebar elements, so the user can do everything that he can do in the desktop page, also in the mobile page. And I think it looks quite nice. Even the analytics, you can see everything and see how your product performs. And I'm really happy with this change. Just because your product doesn't look amazing in the beginning doesn't know it's always gonna be that way. You first have to validate that it's worth your time, and then you have all the time in the world to improve it. I mean, I've been running this website since the 4th of December 2024. Today is the 2nd of July 2025. It's been quite a while, and just now I've been fixing my UI. But that's fine, because in 10 years people are not even gonna remember the beginning. I just keep working on what I think is most important in the moment, and no matter what happens, the platform is gonna get better and better over time. So if you're currently developing a product and you haven't launched it yet because you think it's not good enough, just launch it now. It's not gonna be like millions of people will see it and they will all laugh at you and you cannot fix it after. If it's not appealing, then not a lot of people are gonna see it and you don't have to worry about it. And then you fix it a little bit and then you keep promoting it, but just get it out there. And if really nobody cares, then just be happy that you save yourself the time and work on something else. Well, I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. I'm still at the very beginning of my YouTube journey, so it would really help out a lot. And other than that, keep shipping and see you guys tomorrow.